Type Soul has a bunch of abilities in the game. Some are insanely broken while others are completely trash. In this video, I'm going to go over every single confirmed rework so far. Before I start, please make sure to like and subscribe as we're insanely close to 8,000 subscribers. Let's get right into it. First shrift that's been confirmed to be getting a rework is actually going to be Visionary. I'm pretty sure this is also the very first Quincy shrift that's actually received a full rework. A big issue with Visionary right now is that it also fails to live up to its anime counterpart. Like in the anime, Grammy was able to generate just about anything he wanted through his imagination. So with this new shrift, we should hopefully be able to see something akin to that. Another thing that I know this shrift is going to have is a ton of passives. It's going to be like 4 to 6 passives. So put that into perspective, the previous shrift or element, not shrift, the element that had the most passive before, I believe it was Benihime, and had like 3. Basically, this new shrift is gonna have 6 passives, 2 in base, 1 for each move. The one that we've been leaked so far is Iron Skin, and obviously what Iron Skin probably refers to is just having extra tankiness, whereas the Vault Standing is apparently gonna have 3 to 4 more extra passives. That is a lot of fucking passives, I'm not gonna lie, and I've said passives like 50 times in this video. But basically, this new Visionary is probably, like in my opinion, if it stays a legendary, I'm gonna be very surprised, because the amount of passives this shit is getting, it should at the very least be increased in rarity to mythical. Like it's already probably going to be better than Death Dealing, maybe Balance, but Balance Vault is actually low-key busted. But yeah, the leaks also showed us 2 brand new moves. So one, I'm pretty sure this is a base shrift move. It's going to be like where you kick the ground and then you just summon a bunch of pillars of the terrain that you just kick. Second move is the same gun move that's in the game currently, however it's been reworked so all the guns shoot at the same time, the animation looks nicer, and overall it's just a better looking move, so it doesn't look like it was made in like 2014. Not gonna lie bro, I would highly recommend you guys, if you have like a spare Quincy slot or something, I would roll for Visionary right now, just because when that shit drops, I promise you it's very likely that they're gonna bump the rarity up to mythical, just with how much content it's looking like this is gonna be getting. Anyways, let's move on to the next section of the video. Next rework that's been confirmed to be getting added to the game is going to be the Kendo Universal Murasama. Basically, this is based off of Jetstream Sam, I'm pretty sure. I'm 90% sure every single crit is going to get reworked. However, it is confirmed that I'm pretty sure the Aronkar one's getting reworked. The Soul Reaper one got completely gutted. Like, it's completely trash right now. And if it wasn't gutted, it would probably be the best crit in the game. So that definitely needs a rework as well. And I'm pretty sure one of the devs also did state that they don't really like Jetstream Sam's music being in the game. Like, it just doesn't fit with the theme of the game. So it is very likely that the entire thing is just gonna get changed. 80% sure they're also gonna change the concept. I'm not sure they're gonna keep it as the Jetstream Sam shit, and honestly I could see why, just because there's no way to implement it into the game without it being completely trash or without it being incredibly busted, in my opinion. Especially the Soul Reaper one, because that shit, basically the ability every single time you land the slash, you stun your or disable some part of your opponents. Like one disables 5-step, I don't remember what the rest do, but basically you just disable your opponent. They can either make that long enough to the point where it's busted or make it too short where it's pretty trash. I feel like there could be a middle ground, but at the same time the move is also pretty lazily made. It's just a reskin of Benihime Z, so I feel like a rework is definitely in order. The only one that I've actually recently seen is the Aronkar one, and I'm not gonna lie bro, I have no idea why people even continue to use it. Every single time I see the crit about to happen, I can straight up just dash out of it, even on a build that is not speed. On a speed build, it's completely free. You're never hitting that on a speed user. I'm using Kendo and I'm still able to consistently avoid that crit. The Quincy one I've literally never seen before. However, after looking at the Trello, that shit is buns. I swear to god, like I have no idea who's actually getting hit by that. The windup is incredibly long. Like straight up, I'm pretty sure even if you use it before the other person, it's very likely that they could just get off an M1 before you get the crit done. So if it doesn't give hyper armor, you're completely fucked, and that's probably the reason why I've never seen a Quincy Abject user. But yeah, basically Murasama is going to get reworked, and I hope the rework is actually decent, because I'm not gonna lie, right now Murasama is pretty mid. The only builds that actually run Murasama are just people that get it in Clan Wars or some way and they just think it's really cool. Nobody actually runs it because it's good. So yeah, anyways, let's move on to the next section. I'm not sure if it's going to be every single Keto Universal, however, I'm pretty sure the Quincy one is actually going to get reworked. I couldn't find any screenshots confirming this, however, another content creator, Herb, actually did tell me that Nueva said that somewhere he's going to end up actually reworking this, and that is because the Quincy Universal is actually fucking brain dead. There's quite literally nothing you can do about it. Unless you have a counter, you might be able to do something about it. However, it's basically unparryable, undodgeable, and the only thing you might be able to do about it is counter. However, like most people don't have a counter, and they're going to be shooting projectiles at you at the same time that this fucking universal is shooting at you. Like, generally speaking, I have no idea how this got into the game. Quincy Keto takes no skill. And another thing, completely off topic, how the fuck am I, a speed user, running out of Ryatsu before Keto users? Look at that fucking clip, bro. Like, realistically, what am I supposed to do against that? because that shit is instantaneous, and as you guys can see, I'm speed, so I have boosted dashes. I tried to dash out of it and I still couldn't get away in time. There's quite literally nothing I'm able to do against this aside from sit there and just lose half my HP to that shit. I lost 2 bars in a matter of like fucking 2 seconds. I don't have bad HP. I have like 500 HP on this build. This motherfucker was able to do 200 damage to me in 2 seconds on fucking Quincy Keto, not Quincy normal, like Quincy Keto. Like, that shit needs to get touched up. I'm not even gonna edit this part. Like, I'm just like, I don't even want to look at this fucking background footage. Look at how busted that is. What am I supposed to do against that? How do I fight that? I know I'm missing my moves, but it's very difficult to simultaneously attack him and weave his moves. It's like I'm fucking playing a video game, like the fucking arcade space game. It's like I'm playing that shit when I'm fighting this. But yeah, anyways. Also, shout out to this guy, Victor is Nub. He's not a bad person. You know, shout out to him. Like, I'll fuck with this guy. I just don't fuck with his build. Anyways, yeah, next section. On the 24th of July, we got confirmation that the Hakuda rework was still being worked on. Before, I don't remember specifically when, but a few months back, Setro did confirm that Hakuda was likely just going to be receiving a rework, and that's just because current Hakuda, Loki, is not fun to fight, and it doesn't really fit in with the game, I feel like, compared to everything else, just due to the air combo aspect of it. And I feel like the main gameplay style for most Hakuda players, as you guys can see in this video, is to kind of just run away and then spam your gap closers and up tilts, because if you try and play aggressive with Hakuda, it's not really going to work. Most people are either going to be able to just avoid your up tilt, or they're going to be able to parry them. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've actually never seen any high level Hakuda player actually play aggressive, so I feel like the rework's definitely gonna help it. I'm not sure how it's gonna be. However, what we have been confirmed is that up tilts are gonna be completely reworked, so every single current move like Shunkos or crits that currently up tilt are going to be receiving a complete rework. I'm pretty sure it might turn into like a ground combo thing, where it's like, you know, like current Hakuda, how some people have ground combos that are low-key comp. It might turn into something like that, or it could be something completely different where every single Hakuda move just receives a complete revamp. We haven't received much confirmation in regards to that. The thing that we have received full confirmation on is that the actual rework is going to drop after Hell drops. And if I'm gonna be real, I don't think Hell is gonna drop early this month. It might drop later this month, or it might drop early next month. We're definitely gonna be receiving some sort of confirmation as to Hell's release date. And when Hell gets a release date, we'll probably have an actual release date for the Hakuda rework. It might drop with Hell, however, Nova did say that it's probably gonna drop after. So honestly, we have no idea. If we actually do get more information in regards to the Hakuda rework, I want to make a full video talking about it because it's actually going to be a major part of the game. However, with everything that we know right now, I honestly can't really say too much more about it. I just hope the new Hakuda isn't as brain dead as current Hakuda. Because like, current Hakuda isn't brain dead if you know what you're doing, but I feel like if you don't play the game enough, you're definitely going to struggle against it just because the parry timings are really off. Especially with me, like I used to be able to instantly parry Hakuda and never lose to it, but after I started not sweating this game as much, it's definitely become harder to fight. That's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.